You may be forgiven for thinking that this is Ladakh. No, this is in the middle of the USA and we are in the Death Valley in Nevada, just outside Las Vegas. We are part of a team of journalists who are driving the new BMW X7 across the country that it has been made for. Yes, the X7 is the biggest BMW. It's going to be their flagship SUV and it has been designed specially for countries like the US and China. But it will also be coming to India.
BMW's new flagship is a full-size 3-row SUV that showcases all of the München-based company's technical prowess and capabilities and further expands its SUV portfolio to 7. We were pleasantly surprised when we drove it at its home in the United States earlier this year. In terms of the length, the X7 is longer than the normal 7 Series but is marginally shorter than the LWB version. But it is wider and of course is substantially taller. Despite having a slightly shorter length than the 7 Series sold here in India, it looks huge and is definitely imposing on the road. The huge kidney grille looked extremely large and disproportionate when looked at without any context. The front has added charm with the LED or laser lights, but it is from the sides that the car makes its presence felt. A large roofline, expressive surfaces, a big glass area, and the 20 inches standard wheels that look small for the big SUV, but 21 and 22 inches wheels are available as options.
The interiors of the X7 are very similar to the X5. We have the same new technologies that we first saw in the X5, now in the X7 as well. Of course, how they are engineered is different for the X7 than they were for the X5. The instrument panel is all digital and you have a range of options of what display you want on either side. Then the infotainment screen again is just like that from the X5. It is larger, it is a touch screen. It has various ways of controlling it, from gesture control to through the iDrive, which again is now crystal controlled knob here, and the steering wheel again is like the X5. But the differences start appearing after the driver's seat. On the second row, we can have options of either 3 or 2 seats. And then, like the X5, there's the last row as well, which seats 2. So X7 can effectively be either a 6-seater or a 7-seater. The X7 that we are driving is the 50i, which is with the V8 engine. It is the brute out of the range of engines that BMW has, and it goes very well with the X7. The other engine that we have for driving today is the 40i, which is the straight 6. That engine also we've seen in various other cars. What will come to India though may not be either of these engines, and maybe just a diesel as and when that is available. But the V8, it not only sounds like a traditional V8, but it drives like a European V8, a really good, powerful engine. We are here at the Marina del Rey on the outskirts of Los Angeles, and we've driven here in the BMW X7. Yes, the car that we've been driving over the last few days. We started in Las Vegas, went through Death Valley, on the highways to Los Angeles, and then we are here at the Marina del Rey. The X7, the flagship SUV that BMW has developed for the very first time, is a brute of a car. Not only does it look the part, but it has lots of space inside as well. The only competition that it will have is with the GLS. But then this car drives more like a BMW. It is sporty, it handles really well, and when it comes to India, it will be with diesel engines, both the 30D and the 50D, and India will also get a choice of the 40i, the straight 6 petrol engine. When it is launched in India later on in the year, it will cost around ₹1 crore, yes. I mean, the vehicle is big. As far as the road presence of the car goes, and that's what Indians love very well, this car will do really well in India.